The alarm goes off at 6 a.m. You drag yourself out of bed, rush through breakfast, and spend the next 10 hours grinding away at work. Then you come home, open your laptop, and start your side hustle. Because that's what successful people do, right? They work harder, longer, and never stop hustling. I believed this lie for years. I thought the path to financial freedom meant cramming every spare moment with productivity. More hours meant more money. More projects meant more opportunities. More hustle meant more success. I was wrong about everything. You've probably heard the same advice I did. Gary Vaynerchuk telling you to work 18-hour days. Some guru on Instagram showing off their Lamborghini while preaching about the grind. Society has convinced us that our worth comes from our output. That rest is for the weak. That saying no is for people who don't want it badly enough. The result? You're exhausted, overwhelmed, and ironically, making less money than you could be. Cal Newport writes about this in Digital Minimalism. He calls it the any benefit mindset. We say yes to any opportunity that might provide some benefit, even if that benefit is tiny. We pile on side projects, freelance gigs, and money-making schemes until our lives become unmanageable. I learned this lesson the hard way. 3 years ago, I was running a consulting business, writing freelance articles, selling online courses, and trying to build an app. One was the poster child for entrepreneurial ambition. I was also miserable and broke. The breaking point came on a Tuesday. I was juggling a client call while editing a video, responding to emails, and trying to finish an article by midnight. My girlfriend asked me a simple question about dinner plans. I snapped at her. That's when I realized something had to change. The answer wasn't more time management techniques or better productivity apps. The answer was subtraction, not addition. Warren Buffett's famous advice comes to mind here. He told his pilot to list his top 25 career goals, then circle the top 5. Most people would assume the remaining 20 items become secondary priorities. Buffett said the opposite. Everything you didn't circle just became your avoidatalkist's list. I started saying no to everything except my 3 best income sources. I dropped the low-paying freelance work. I shut down the app project that was going nowhere. I stopped chasing every opportunity that landed in my inbox. The fear was immediate. What if I was missing out? What if one of those projects would have been my big break? What if people thought I was lazy or uncommitted? This is where Stoic philosophy becomes invaluable. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." We torture ourselves with imaginary futures where we've made the wrong choice. We create suffering by trying to control outcomes we can't control. The Pareto Principle proved itself in my life. 80% of my income was coming from 20% of my activities. By cutting the other 80% of my work, I freed up time and mental energy to improve that crucial 20%. Within 6 months, my income doubled. Not because I was working more hours, but because I was working better hours. I had time to think strategically. I could say no to bad opportunities, which meant I could say yes to great ones. I wasn't constantly exhausted, so the work I did produce was higher quality. Tim Ferriss talks about this in the 4-Hour Workweek, though his title is misleading. The real insight isn't about working exactly 4 hours. The insight is about distinguishing between being busy and being effective. You might be thinking this sounds too simple. Our culture has programmed us to believe that success requires suffering. That if something feels easy, we must be doing it wrong. This belief keeps us trapped in cycles of overwork and underperformance. Alfred Adler, the psychologist, identified this pattern as part of our lifestyle. We create unconscious rules about how life works, then we follow those rules even when they hurt us. Many of us have internalized the rule that more work equals more worth. Breaking this rule requires courage. You have to disappoint people who expect you to say yes to everything. You have to trust that focus will serve you better than scattered effort. You have to value your time enough to protect it. The money paradox is real. Working less can make you earn more. But only if you work less on the right things. Only if you choose quality over quantity. Only if you have the strength to disappoint others in service of a better life. Your worth isn't measured by your hours worked. Your success isn't determined by how busy you appear. Your value comes from the impact you create, not the energy you burn. The next time someone tells you to hustle harder, remember this. The most successful people aren't the ones who work the most hours. They're the ones who work the right hours on the right things. Start saying no. Start choosing. Start working less. Your bank account and your sanity will thank you.